2. Test, test. Okay. I think we is good here. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. After all, those first 30 seconds. Seem to sound pretty good. I can hear me right now. Xanthius is here. What up, Xanthius? Yo, Frostbite's here. Yo, I thought we lost you to the working world, sir. What's going on? Alright, it's been about a minute. Welcome in, everybody. This is Michael Purgatorio, come to you guys live here on your Friday evening with War. No, you heard me right. It's War. And, you know, I don't want to give out too much of a spoiler here. Oh, nice. That's nice of your 2 jobs to give you a day off. But I don't want to give you guys too much of a spoiler here for what's coming here on YouTube, but I feel like there's going to be some war in our next Purgies playthrough part 4 of the Conker's Bad Fur Day saga. So make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited to put that up. I may not have actually gotten through all the gameplay or any of it yet, but I'll do that afterward. I promise. I promise. Tonight, though, we are having a war that's 25 amiibo v 25 amiibo between MLL456 and our good friend Nightmare. I'll be putting up a score after we have a few matches, but MLL's on the left here. Nightmare's on the right, because these guys have actually got some new amiibo, so it might get a little confusing at first. I get that. Doveman is also here. What's up, Doveman? In fact, before I forget, I want to give a quick shout out here to AQW Ghostface for putting on a doubles tour the other night. I know Nintendo was not really letting this go the way we had hoped, but you know, he's still tried to stick it out and get through the final as best we could. Unfortunately, we will have to reschedule that final. But, goddamn Extreme Elements. Nobody wants you here. But, long story short, I do want to give a shout out to him still. Also, shout out to Doveman for being my doubles partner for that competition. We are in the finals in this 6-team slugfest, so salute. But let's go over the rules here of War before we really get started here, guys. So, basically, each trainer has 25 amiibo, and they're going to be battling. It's not really like a crew battle, by the way, so they will restart each match with 3 stocks. But after really a trainer runs out of amiibo, that trainer will lose the war. So it's pretty simple. You know, you deplete numbers. As far as who's going to win this one, my prediction, I don't know. Both trainers have brought their A game. Both trainers have made an order. Thank you. Also, like I said, we have some new amiibo from each trainer, so I'm really excited and a little anxious to kind of get this first matchup started. As you can see, we have App State from MLL456's side, newbie, and Z-Tensity from the Nightmare side. I like the name, actually. That is a good name. Z-Tensity. But I think we're ready to go here, and just a reminder, we're doing 3 stock, any random battlefield or Omega stage, 7-minute time limit. So, let's go! Alright, I'm just glad that the new shipment of tags arrived in time for this. And look at this, we got Omega version of Arena for Rocks. You know, this is actually a stage where MLL456 is a little familiar with. He, actually, I don't remember now if he did pick Arena for Rocks, or if that was somebody else that picked it, but I know his Ganondorf popped the guard. Oh, what? I was not expecting that! Ice Climbers dunking? In this economy? Wow. Well, Z-Tensity suffering the first fall, and I'm still a little tongue-tied what we just saw. Damn dirty Spike! I agree with you on that, Dubman. But first minute of play is basically in the books as we see it get tied up at 2. So far, Climbers have a pretty good lead over their opponent, and you know, I just didn't even know MLL456 had some Climbers, let alone they were this freaking good. So yeah, I'm liking them too. Move over, Ice Dubs and Bipolar. We got some new competition, climber-wise. The Yellow Climber, which was the non-dominant Climber, just barely making it back. After all, 2 heads are better than 1. And yeah, down air was a little off the mark there. But that's okay. They still pick up a KO, and, well, it is now crunch time for Z-Tensity. Climbing. And there's the side special. We got 5 minutes remaining. I gotta be honest, guys. I'm starting to want to train a pair of climbers of my own after this. Speaking of ice climbers, that is actually our amiibo of the week is an ice climbers, but it's actually PGX's climbers. As yes, that will be enough. It's over. Make sure to catch our amiibo of the week here on our YouTube channel. GG's for the first one, guys. App State taking first blood for MLL456's team, and I gotta be honest, just looking at damage real quick, it does look like the Corn maybe got a little bamboozled here. So you know, that last little Gimp and that Spike, really, those were really what they needed to ensure victory. Yes, very insane start to this war. Yeah, already I'm tongue-tied. We haven't been here for 10 minutes, and I am tongue-tied. But don't worry, guys. We got more here. You know, I'm going to put a score up after this next one. Yeah. But next up, we got the next Nightmare amiibo, actually. Who do we got? Oh, it's a Cloud. Z-Finity is here making an amiibo fight debut against App State. Really, we just saw 2 amiibo make their amiibo fight debut, and App State victorious in it. So, I gotta be honest, I feel like Z-Finity has something to prove, and we're gonna just see a lot of chaos and destruction from the Cloud. And what is up, La Cusina de Dina? Welcome. If you're just joining us now, guys, this is the second match of the war, and MLL456 has a 1 amiibo lead. God, I'm a little surprised that did not KO. Oh! Yeah, that was a little shaky for the Climbers, but they got it. That's the thing about Ice Climbers. Every time they go off stage, you just kind of feel like... It's a little nerve-wracking. Okay, for a moment I thought that was the non-dominant Climber, but nah. Climber's still climbing. And more than a minute into the matchup, Z-Finity, the Cloud amiibo, finally getting his first KO, and it looks like he does have KO's healed. Only issue is he had no damage, so kind of a waste right there, actually. And 5:35 remaining. App State starting to get pushed back a little bit. And nice forward smash. And that will be 2-1. So Z-Finity taking a lead for the first time in the matchup. Yeah, App State, I think, needs to go a little heavier on the defense, in my opinion. But we got about 5 minutes left. It's not impossible, just looking a little unlikely for the Climbers to really get back into this one quickly. Big whip, but that's okay. Zfinity. Oh! Just got stopped in his tracks. Now we see an F smash, and App State has been eliminated. It's GG in game 2. Zfinity taking the win. Whole mess of damage here for Zfinity, so he very much had that win well in hand. Let me actually go ahead and put up a score here before I forget. In fact, before I forget, actually, if you're watching this stream, I'd like to say thank you for watching. But it would also help and be a very big positive to like the stream that you're watching right now. Also, make sure to subscribe if you have not done so already. A little bit better. There we go. All right, so we are tied up at 24. I'm genuinely convinced we can just see it go 23 to 24, then 23 to 23. Just kind of go in that pattern. But we're not going to know until our next competitor jumps into the ring. Let's see who MLL456 has. Oh! I'm calling it now. Game over to Zfinity. This is a very good Falco. Tulin battles Zfinity next, and he was actually the one to win our 10-year Amiibo anniversary tournament. Yeah, that's actually what got MLL456 the ring, which I'm sure he hopes to compete again this year for the 11-year Amiibo anniversary tour. We had such a nice time. We're gonna do it twice, and there's the dunk for Tulin. Yeah, getting your first KO is one thing. Getting it done in less than 30 seconds really builds the confidence. The up throw, nice down air. We know what he was going for, but Zfinity acting quickly and getting his first KO in the first minute. I cannot disagree with that, but we are now tied at 2, so Zfinity. Oh no! Yeah, I think I need to take responsibility for that one. Commentary curse. The fact I didn't get this notification is a crime. What? Bruh. Hey, wait a minute, you're in the server, Combine. How do you not have the event? Well, to be fair, I think also Twitch does the same thing. But right now, guys, we're down to 1 stock apiece, and yeah, it has gotten very real. I mean, if you're talking an alternative for YouTube, yeah, you're probably right. But we do ping everybody in the server, so make sure you guys do have the event roll. But it's over, guys. Tulin taking the victory, and if I'm not mistaken, all 3 of those KOs were dunks. So it really just shows you how much Tulin came to play. He is just at 110% right now, looking to drop bombs on everybody. I'm sure MLL456 is very pleased about that performance. But we're going to get our next one going here, guys. Let's take out Zfinity. As I'm taking out Zfinity, I just want to remind everybody again, we do have an arena tournament. I guess you could say somewhat around the corner. I mean, it's the 19th of September. We're doing this October 8th. So make sure you guys, and in fact, this is going to be a vanilla arena tour. So make sure you guys are thinking about what vanilla amiibo you want to bring to the dance October 8th. I was streaming myself. I just didn't see any notification on my phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, I sometimes forget Combine actually does some stuff here, I think both on YouTube and Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Yeah, he does stuff, man. But let's get our next matchup going, guys. It is Zelirium. Zelirium is here. This is quite a name here. In fact, I'm making sure not only am I pronouncing that right, but this is the right one here for our good friend Nightmare. And yeah, yes it is. He's going with a wolf amiibo, so it is going to be Star Fox Battle. Also, La Cucina de Dina, that will be on a Monday. Yeah, so Monday, October 8th, that is when our next arena tour will be. This forward smashing. He's going for the dunk, but, you know, that recovery of Wolves could be a bit of a problem with timing. And that will be 3-2. Zelirium. I'm saying he's doing a bad job, but I kind of feel like he got lucky with that first KO. Or what was the set of amiibo Nightmare had? I know Snake was well, I mean, yeah, these are really a lot of new amiibo that we're seeing Frostbite. So I think that's really just making the war even better in my opinion. But long story short, I don't know much about these new people, these new amiibo. That Zelirium, this is his amiibo fight debut. But you know, I think it's a nice change of pace, but I am also very thankful we get to see some of the All-Stars like Tulin. We really haven't seen any Nightmare All-Stars yet, but I think we might later on in the war. Yeah, yeah, that is true. But Zelirium, he does get the KO. We're done here. Well, I think timing was very much on Zelirium's side, but GG, and we're giving props to the Wolf amiibo. We got the bad ending. And yeah, he did have a good amount of damage over Tulin here, so it is now tied up 23-23. Well, a lot of exciting things going on right now, guys. In fact, another exciting thing that's going to be happening later in October, actually, will be our 4-year affiliate anniversary tournaments, which, yes, there will be 4 of them. 2 doubles, 2 singles, 2 of them spirited, 2 of them vanilla. So make sure to go ahead and keep in mind who you want to throw in for that one. And yes, there will be cash prizes for that, so you don't want to miss it. And, you know, just a little thank you from me to you for being fans of Amiibo Fight. Salute. Alright, it's next MLL456 Amiibo time. Let's see who he has brought. Oh. You know, I think we have seen Monochrome before. Don't quote me on it. But it's an interesting choice against this Wolf amiibo, so let's see what happens. And, you know, granted, they're going in blind, but Still, Kirby versus Wolf. Not a very common matchup in Amiibo. Oh! Oh! Someone needs to clip that! Oh my god! There's just no way. There was just no way. Yeah, the disrespect was real right there, and Zelirium is down 1 stock. Well, Monochrome, like I said, I think he's been featured on Amiibo Fight once or twice before. He's just not a very big name here for the MLL456 team. But he is making a big splash here. And now it is 2-1. This is actually becoming one of my favorite matchups of the night. But don't worry, guys. If you haven't seen one you like so far, we got plenty more here for you. We got 23 Amiibo still from MLL456, 23 Amiibo from Nightmare. And that is a huge side special, but it's not going to KO. Okay. See, and I liked what Zelirium did right there. He dashed, but then he held up, blastered. Then when he tried to go in for the kill, Monochrome caught him, though. So, GG, guys. We're going to give props to Monochrome. That is MLL456's Kirby. Hey! Alright, so, gotta be honest, this is close, but I didn't anticipate it to be this close. I'm liking it, though. I'm liking it. I'm liking the vibe. I'm liking everybody here. It's a good Friday night. But Nightmare is now down to 22 Amiibo. Let's go ahead and throw in the next one for him. Hey, speak of the devil, Nightmare. What's up, sir? Welcome in. We're putting in your next Amiibo now. It is parentheses. Yeah, I think I know why now. He really just made this daisy for this stream, but we're going to go ahead and get our next matchup started, guys, and, well, I guess parentheses making their Amiibo Fight debut.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I got to agree. The MLL456 Amiibo are always something that you got to just stop what you're doing and check out for yourself. But so far, yeah, very much so. So far, though, Nightmare's team is still hanging tough. They're only down 1 Amiibo, and parentheses getting her licks in. Oh, until that happens. That's what I think everybody hates about the Kirby Amiibo. Well, you know, besides the down airs, but that forward smash that can just pop out on a dime. And we now see it tied at 2 in the first minute of play, really showing us it's a pretty aggressive match so far. Also want to just take this real quick time to let you guys know we are sponsored by Dubby. That is the good energy company with no artificial dyes, no nasty stuff that'll make it crash later. So make sure to use code AmiiboFight at dubby.gg today so you can save yourself 10% off and get that good energy that you deserve. Also have a lot of hydration drinks and a lot of just great flavors. And we have 5.5 minutes remaining. You can see it tied up at Uno. Crunch time for parentheses. Afraid to talk here, but I've seen a lot of side specials popping in. I was about to take ownership of that dunk if that was gonna happen. You should make a haunted house for Halloween. How the hell I make a haunted house, but it's an option. It's an option. And look at this, parentheses gets the win. Okay, okay. Well, just want to go ahead and say, guys, GG, and let's give our props to Nightmare and their Daisy parentheses for pretty exciting debut here in Amiibo Fight. In fact, we really see from the damage it was pretty close here. And when you look at a tier list, you know, it's kind of an upset. Let me go ahead and get this score before I forget. Also, before I forget, guys, the next time we're here on YouTube next Friday, we're going to be having a call-out featuring our good friend Doveman. As far as who he's facing, you know what? I'm not going to tell you. You just got to tune in. But you know he's bringing that giant Ganondorf AFK, so that should be reason enough to tune in. Let's go ahead and bring in our next MLL456 amiibo. It is Joseph Zilla. Okay. See, I feel like I'm getting the vibe MLL's putting his All-Stars first and Nightmare's saving them for later, but it is now 22-22, and we're going to have a slugfest here. Maybe a turnip fest. I don't know, one of those two.
3, 2, 1, go!
Call out. So, yeah, make sure you are ready for that, Doveman. He's ready. Doveman's always ready when it comes to Amiibo. That's why he's the Dove. The Dove! Well, 20 seconds in, there's no KOs. In fact, honestly, it feels like our not so aggressive match of the night. Yeah, there's a few things going on that I find a little questionable. I mean, I guess technically I've trained a little Mac, and I have trained Peach Amiibo, but there's a very interesting choice being made, and now we see parentheses with their first KO. And after a minute of play, parentheses is, I guess you could say really both competitors just trying to play it safe here. You know, I can understand why for parentheses, but, you know, the little Mac, I think he just needs to go balls to the walls with it. Yeah, that's a KO. And now Joseph Zilla down to last stock. This is a decent gap right here, but you know what? Exactly. Exactly. Proving my point before I can even tell you the point I'm trying to make. There's the dash attack. Again, this is really one of those matchups with a lot of high suspense because it's not as aggressive. For a moment I thought we were done, but he's good. And it is 22-22, as you can see. Big win here for whoever does win. And it's over. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game, gentlemen. We'll give our props to Joseph Zilla. And also give it up for the trainer MLL456. That was a close one here for the Mac. Yes, I agree with Doveman in the chat right now. In fact, looking at damage, it was only about a 60% difference. So, yeah, I really think from here on out, Joseph Zilla needs to make... well, he needs to make himself a bit more aggressive. Those forward smashes do have a little bit of armor to them. But we're going to go ahead and bring in the next Nightmare Amiibo. Just before we do, I do want to acknowledge that I will be updating our Amiibo Fight Hall of Fame here in the Discord server, so I appreciate your patience on that, guys. While I'm also scrambling to get stuff done with the VODs channel, that freaking VODs channel. Yeah, I'm doing what I can. In fact, speaking of the VODs channel, I did actually post a new YouTube short just to give you guys a little more content, so make sure to check it out when you give it a shot. And good night, La Cocina de Dina. Thank you so much for dropping by, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend. But let's go ahead and bring in the next Nightmare Amiibo. Well, the last one was parentheses. I guess we'll call this one just I think technically the term is bracket, but I could be wrong here. When I named this guy, I didn't really realize it kind of looks like the edited mark. It's supposed to be brackets. Yeah, I could see it's not the edited mark, so you're fine on that. But yeah, I'm just gonna call him bracket. Bracket. All right. So we got Joseph Zilla going head to head with brackets. That is next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, this is, again, another matchup that could go, I want to say, either way, but I was actually really going to say it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Especially considering that one typically has the capability to dunk, just trying to get back to stage. But that's going to be a KO for Joseph Zilla. Yeah, he'll do it too. I've seen it. Just ask Softy Tech, formerly known as Fluffy OMC, formerly known as Vocal Fan, formerly known as Oh, it's over! Well, I guess you could say a good matchup for the Mac is going to result in Mac taking another matchup. GG. This is actually going to be the biggest lead we've had in the war thus far. So, in fact, that was actually our quickest match of the war so far. So, 243 to 147. It was easy pickings for Joseph Zilla, is what we're trying to say. And that is going to be 5 Amiibo gone from Nightmare. Kind of crazy that he's down to 20 already, but that's okay. That's okay. He's got a lot of other heavy hitters here for us tonight. Speaking of which, I do want to just remind you guys we got a few cool VODs on the Twitch channel. Make sure you guys check that out. But also want to go ahead and just remind you guys, we did post a pretty cool video here to the YouTube. It was actually AFU, our first episode of establishing the Amiibo Fight universe. And, well, pretty soon we're going to be dropping episode 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. It caught your attention at least, because episode 2 I think is going to be even better. And I'm really excited to be working with Disco on that for the episode 2. So just want to say thank you guys again for watching the video. Let me go ahead and just double check the list here and... Oh. Yeah, you're right, actually. Okay, so what we will do then is give him back an Amiibo, and we're actually going to throw in the Richter. Yeah, I guess I must have missed that one, because I know I was rushing to get everything in, my bad. So, yeah, that last matchup did not count, and we're just going to throw in the Richter, which yeah, so if this one was brackets, what is the Richter? I'm going to need some help with this one, chat.
Richter.
Yeah, see, that more looks like brackets. Well, anyway, Joseph Zilla going against this Richter.
3, 2,
Yeah, I'm gonna let Nightmare just let you guys know what the name is, but the Richter Simon revolution has been strong this 2025, and I think a lot of that is owed to our good friend PGX. Actually, PGX winning Smash Ultimate Amiibo League's 9th season. That was pretty exciting, so I think that would definitely call for a toast. Salute. Okay. See, that makes a lot more sense, actually. It's just some very uncommon punctuation. But we do see Joseph Zilla with a 1-stock lead. He literally just bonked him on the head. Oh, but yeah, he got revenge by axe to the head. Ow. Okay, so it is 2-2 here with 5:45 left, and starting to see a lot more aggressiveness coming from Nightmare's guy. Yeah, for a moment I thought that was a pretty early KO to Joseph Zilla, but wow. Yeah, that's the stuff you see on the Amiibo Doctor channel. Yeah, I gotta get that clip real quick, but Joseph Zilla down to 1 stock. Nice down throw here, and that it? No, still good. He should have used that KO punch. One to one. Joseph Zilla, don't get hit. What did I say? Well, it wasn't a JV2. That's something. Well, GG, and it is now 21-21 actually, because yeah, I guess the Crom now comes after the Richter, but we're going to be throwing in a new MLL456 amiibo. And yeah, actually taking a closer look at damage, it kind of told us that the Richter had this pretty well in hand, not going to lie. But right now, Joseph Zilla is gone, and we are tied at 21. Alright, let's see what the next MLL456 amiibo will be. And it is Spell Slamzer. In fact, just to be on the safe side, we're going to double check the order, but pretty confident it is the Robin. Yeah, it is the Robin. Spell Slamzer is here. He is no stranger to amiibo fight, and I think he's got a pretty good shot to take out this Richter amiibo. Robin v. Richter, Spell Slamzer v. Miraculous. Gotta be honest, Robin gameplay is usually pretty entertaining in my opinion. He's got a lot of tools at his disposal, and I know a majority of it is projectiles, but you know, he can still hit you with that down smash at ledge, causing a pretty early KO. And with 30 seconds in, there's no KO. Okay, never mind. 3-2. This is getting crazier and crazier by the moment, but Spell Slamzer keeping his composure. He's also keeping those critical health stats close to his heart. 140 remaining. The Richter starting to get a little overwhelmed, but still fighting through the pain. 2-1 Spellslamzer, keeping a healthy lead. Critical health stats are now out. 5 minutes remaining. Yeah. Almost. Yeah, I think critical health stats definitely helping out right there. And it's over. Spellslamzer taking the win. GG on that one, and once again, it is still just a 1 amiibo lead. It's almost like these guys really got together. It's like, okay, you put that amiibo against this amiibo, and then this amiibo will beat that amiibo. But still a close matchup when you look at it, 319 to 261 in damage. But you know, just the recovery of Richter can get a little fickle, and that's kind of what we saw there. Right, well, we're going to adjust the score right now, and now we have MLL456 with a 1 amiibo lead. Let's, well, actually we already know the next amiibo. It is the Crom amiibo. And yeah, this was really the original game plan here. And now we're going to be seeing Spellslamzer battling the Crom named Braces, or Brace.
Go!
10 seconds in, and well, it's a Fire Emblem. It's a Fire Emblem fight, but it really felt like Spellslamzer was going to have a lot more aggression out of the gate here. There's the side special. We have the battlefield stage of Mario's Circuit. Also, a quick reminder that November will be our 11-year Amiibo anniversary tour, where only Amiibo that have won an Amiibo Fight tournament can enter. This is really the one time I'll encourage you guys to use Spirit Editor if you have some vanilla wins, so keep that in mind. Minute 10 into the matchup, though, and we're seeing the Crom get lit up and now electrocuted. Yeah, smart by the Robin to not wait by the ledge. And then it's going to be 2-1. The Robin needs to get back on track here. I mean, I know he's up by Uno, but that could change pretty quickly against the Crom. And we got 5 minutes remaining. Looks like both Amiibo want to take a more defensive approach here, but that, well, that's just going to lead to two competitors shielding a lot. Almost the Crom going bye-bye. Look at this. Uno to Uno. Ah. See, now we see our biggest lead here in this war. Good game, guys. We're going to give props, though, to Spell Slamzer. Also give it up for their amiibo trainer, MLL456. I mean, I'd like to say it was a close battle, but when you look at the damage, it really favored the Robin a lot more. Yeah, that's something that I always kind of notice with the heavier hitters, like Crom or maybe Donkey Kong. They can easily be slowed down by a lot of projectiles, whether it be Robin side special, K. Rool's cannonball, whatever. But looks like we're going to be throwing in another Nightmare amiibo, and actually let me go ahead and change up that score. And we need to find the next Nightmare amiibo. I also want to just go ahead and take this time while we do so. Let you guys know that Amiibo Fight is 1 subscriber away from 200 here on YouTube. So tell your friends to tell their 2 friends to tell their friends to tell their family to tell their imaginary friends, whatever you need to do to get Amiibo Fight 200 subscribers, because once that happens, we'll be throwing up not 1 but 2 tournaments here on the YouTube channel, and yes, those will have cash prizes. So definitely a win-win for subscribing here to Amiibo Fight here on YouTube, which also would like to go ahead and say thank you to those that have subscribed, liked the stream so far. Y'all rock. Y'all are the MVPs, and we will toast to you. All right, but next up, well, it's another newbie. In fact, I'm starting to think that these first at least 10, 15 amiibo are newbies from Nightmare, which is okay. No, nothing against that. I just, you know, we want to see the classics too. We want to see really, well, no, we can't see really Ann. We saw Zfinity or whatever the name was. Sad, but you know what? Perspecta is here. So let's go ahead and get this next one started. The Mii Brawler making their Amiibo Fight debut.
3, 2, 1, go!
And we're off, and why, Nightmare, why is it a cat girl? Normally I don't like to ask these questions, but I feel quite compelled here. Especially because he's the guy that always bans the one amiibo. What was it? Bubsuki? The Brawler. No, can't get back! Oh man, they don't have the good up special. Nightmare, I have so many questions about this new Brawler. Well, the Robin Spell Slamzer is just going to town offensively on Perspecta. I have no idea. What game is that from then? Experimenting with aerial upbeat. Well, I will go ahead and just end the experiment for you. That is not the right upbeat. 2-1 though. Blade Chronicles too. Oh, okay. I'm not really a Blade man. Sorry. Brawler though, down to last stock. Double down smash. And yeah, he missed the ledge there. That's gonna result in uno to uno. Crunch time for Brawler. We're seeing a lot of great parries, really from both amiibo, but definitely from the Brawler at the moment. Oh! That was fucking cool. That's like, if you were making a montage video, that's what you would probably end with. Good game, guys. We're going to give props, though, to the Robin Spell Slamzer for the win. And, it was a pretty big win here, but, you know, the damage showing us that it was a little closer than you might think. Let me go ahead and adjust that score here and get the next Nightmare amiibo. I don't know. Is Spell Slamzer going to be the one to cause a roadblock? I didn't think it'd be him, but he's definitely got potential right now. Let me bring up the list here. Also a good time for me to mention, guys, that really after November, I would say more 2026, we're going to gradually start bringing back some arenas here to Twitch. Probably on Sundays too, so be ready for that. Really excited for that, actually. Because, you know, the arenas. Okay. The arenas are some of our most popular stuff, but yeah, I see what's coming next. This is an amiibo I know has been here before, so I think this is going to be a great matchup between Spell Slamzer and this Mega Man named Marksman. All right, it is 21-18. Marksman needs to get the KOs that he needs to make this a much closer war here. Still very doable, though, for Nightmare to stage the comeback. It's not going to be easy. I'm really not sure how this matchup goes, but if I had to take a whack at it, I would guess even. Mostly because, you know, projectiles and, you know, really both of them have the capability to dunk. I think that's just going to be the big thing for Spell Slamzer to avoid here is the up tilt, because that up tilt from Mega Man, it hurts. In fact, I want to say one of, if not the strongest in the game. I could be wrong on that, though. 3-2. A back throw to Marksman, so Spell Slams are a little behind in this first minute of play, but that's not going to stop him from trying to get this KO. And he does it, 2-2. Well, once again, if you're just joining us, it is now 21-18, the highest or largest lead by either of the trainers so far. Which it's only 3. It's not a very big number. Tosses him up. Really going for those up airs and for good measure too. Yeah, I was about to say though, up smash is also a good option too. Yeah, when training a Mega Man, think up. Up, 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 up. And maybe a little down if you want to dunk a little bit, because that down air is pretty satisfying to hit off stage. Marksman, though, with a 1-stock lead with 5 minutes to go. There's the forward kill. Good timing by Marksman. That hit, that would have been a KO. That will be a KO, 1-1. Yeah, 420 remaining. This is close. Critical health stats are out for Spell Slamzer. Should have went for that dunk, but nah, he didn't do it. Also, what's up, Disco? Welcome in, man. Just want to go ahead and say, guys, GG. We'll give our props to Marksman for picking up the win and getting a little more control in the war. In fact, really, Marksman didn't have the most damage here, so I really feel like the Robin should have had this one. I felt that right before these stats came up, and I feel that way now. But we're going to go ahead and update our score and bring in the next MLL456 amiibo. It is now a 2 amiibo score. I'm eager to see who we got next for MLL456's side. Let's watch. Oh, I know this dog. This demon dog. Yeah, actually MLL456 also calls her the demon dog. It's Miss Emma, and you know, she is actually the one that won our Dracula's Castle tournament just the other day, which I'd like to take this time to say thank you again to everybody that participated. Salute. But let's go ahead and get our next matchup started. I'm actually very eager to see who's going to get the win here. Is it the tournament winner, Miss Emma, or the fan favorite known as Marksman? All right, I don't know if I would say he's a fan favorite, but he's here, and he's Nightmares and more. Yeah, you know, Miss Emma doing the right thing, just applying pressure to the Mega Man in the air, especially because, well, I mean, Mega Man has some weapons in the air, but I feel like he's most dangerous on the ground. Be 3-2 Marksman. Not able to get the first KO, but he was super close right there to getting the second. 45 seconds in, and we got a one-stock lead, but you gotta realize, guys, Miss Emma, not quite as heavy as Mega Man. So I don't think it's really a night and day difference. Tilt. And it's close. Oh, yeah, that could have gone one of many ways. And we have 5.5 minutes to go. Marksman gets KO'd, and it's now 2-1. Tournament winner, Miss Emma, looking good. It is now 1-1. Yeah, very much crunch time for the Nightmare amiibo Marksman. I think you should. The good Isabel. And 4:35 left. It's Emma with the popper. Gonna pick up the win. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game. We will give our props to Miss Emma. Let's also give it up for their amiibo trainer, MLL456. Yeah, I got to admit, Miss Emma doing a lot of damage to the Mega Man, but, you know, I mean, the whole game is about timing, let's face it. But I just think Miss Emma's timing just really was really just that much better than Marksman, especially at the end there. But we're going to go ahead and adjust the score, bring in the next Nightmare amiibo. In fact, as I'm looking at the list here, yeah, I agree, Disco. It is a very close one. But as we're switching things up here, getting the next amiibo ready, I just also want to remind you guys that we do have a Discord server, and you can go ahead and find the link right here on our YouTube. Just click the link, and boom, it should take you right there. All we ask really is that you get some rolls, verify, and have fun. Not to mention, guys, if you are in the Discord server now, there's going to be some polls coming up for our next Discord exclusive tournament, where we're going to ask you guys some questions on how to make it better. That's all. Or how you want to see it change to make it better. Well, the next one is another amiibo that we know. Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, they're not doing the other alt. They're doing the actual amiibo. I gotcha. All right. Well, Marksman has been defeated. We're bringing in the next amiibo, guys. This is actually going to be Nightmare Steve Zerby. Like a dark Kirby, but you know his name's Zerby.
Enderman.
We're ready to go. Enderman.
3, 2,
Battling Isabel.
1,
Miss Emma versus Zerby. It's now. You know, I would think this is a pretty appropriate stage for someone like Zerby. You know, not just because of fire, but, you know, he seems pretty evil. So he's got that going for him, too. But right now, Zerby kind of taking control of the matchup early. Great question there, Disco. So, I mean, what's going to happen on that is I'm going to get a hold of it day of November 2nd. Kind of keeping my fingers crossed they do a late night, but I don't think they will. But as far as that goes, I want to say the release date is November 2nd. So if that is the case and we're able to get people in online for Kirby Air Riders, I think we'll do a big race November 3rd. So that'll give you guys one full day to kind of figure everything out about Kirby Air Riders. But right now, Zerby... Oh, boy! Yeah, Zerby has just been a step ahead almost the entire matchup. And it is now 2-1. Very good back and forth. Again, I'm almost afraid to speak right now, especially now that Miss Emma's taken a little bit of damage from Zerby, and oh nope, that's a KO, 1-1. I believe he's got the platinum tools here, so that's going to do a lot more damage. But Miss Emma, trying not to show any fear in the face of adversity. Now, oh, okay. It's one way to keep the pressure on. Yeah, it's over. Zerby will take the win and take out Miss Emma in the process. Zerby was just super aggressive the whole matchup, the whole 2.5 minute matchup, really. But, you know, that's crazy, actually. We see Miss Emma with more damage, but Zerby's still picking up the win. Damn.
Stop battle.
All right, well, good job to Zerby taking out Miss Emma. We're going to go ahead and adjust the score. Let me also bring in the next MLL456 amiibo. Like I said, guys, it's been a very close battle here. I mean, we've actually now surpassed the hour mark here, and, you know, I really thought 2 hours was what we were going for, but now it's looking like a 2.5 hour kind of stream here, so I'm going to give you guys a minute to maybe grab a bathroom break, get some snacks, whatever you want to do, because these kinds of streams are all gas, no breaks. Actually gives me a little time to go ahead and let you guys know that the Piranha Plant that I was training on stream, or more specifically PJ the Plant was training on stream, still here, and I'm hoping to actually reset that amiibo and bring him back very soon. So Captain Cody is not dead. He is still very much alive, and I hope really we get to bring him back stronger than ever. I want to see how OP the amiibos are in that game. You know what I mean. I do. I mean, now that there's new technology and you got Sakurai spearheading the whole project, I think these things are going to be, you know, it's going to be very reflective of what you do. And I'm also hoping very little kind of AI flaws, because there have obviously been some AI flaws here in this amiibo meta. But enough stalling. Let's go ahead and bring in MLL456's amiibo.
Donkey Kong.
Goliath! Oh my god. Okay, and also, just gonna throw this out there. Nobody told me that the new Donkey Kong amiibo could scan into Smash Brothers Ultimate and I could train it. Nobody told me this. So I'm very disappointed in everybody. All of you. Damn you. Now I gotta go find this amiibo ASAP. But I think we're ready to go here. Goliath takes on Zerby. That's next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, Zerby getting ready with forward smashes, and it is 19-17, so this could be the amiibo that puts Nightmare back in the lead, or at least ties us back up. Yeah, Goliath getting a little overwhelmed here. In fact, I want to say, actually, Dove, is this the same amiibo that MLL put in the other night? Because I remember a green Donkey Kong. Monkey. Yes, he is monkey. He is very much monkey. And monkey gets the first KO, 3-2. Yeah, you gotta realize there is a pretty big weight difference here. In fact, for those that don't know, Donkey Kong is the third heaviest character in the game, tied with Petey. And just under his arch nemesis, King K. It is. I mean, he did have some good points to him, but, you know, it was just really hard for me to, I'm not trying to judge anybody, but judge that amiibo last night in a 2v2. 5.5 minutes remaining, though. In this 1v1, he does seem like a pretty aggressive Donkey Kong amiibo. But Zerby is just staying one step ahead on a lot of his offense and able to capitalize. This is with that forward smash. That'll make it 2-1. So I think Zerby's best option here is to get his opponent off stage and start going for some dunks. I gotta be honest, Donkey Kong, one of those amiibo that are pretty easy to dunk, but it is now 1-1. And this is a point, you could say, crunch time for both of these guys. There's the spins. Normally if you're spinning, you're winning. Goliath will pick up a win.
Donkey Kong wins!
Yeah, for a moment I thought we were going to see the upset, more so in the beginning, but good game, and we will give props to Goliath for the win. Also give it up for his trainer, MLL456, and damn, this sumbitch was close, according to the stats. 347 to 357. I mean, granted, weight was night and day here, but I still think that's pretty close.
Start the battle!
Monkey power. Before I forget, let me go ahead and update the score, actually. Okay, and we are bringing in the next Nightmare amiibo. What's the next Nightmare? Uh-huh. Ooh. You know, this will be a good one, actually. And this is, again, another amiibo we've seen here on Amiibo Fight, so even better. You know, I'm gonna ask Nightmare. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but does this next amiibo go off stage at all? Even just a little bit? Or does he stand at the ledge and just spam the neutral special? Which really, either way is good, but you know, I'm personally just very curious on the answer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Nightmare's Dr. Mario. This is Malpractice.
Dr. Mario.
And here we go. Okay. I mean, it's a much safer option waiting at the ledge. Goliath, though, looking mean. Looking like he hasn't had a banana in at least 2 hours, and he's going to make that everybody's problem. And that'll be 3-2. Goliath looking super strong here. See, that's one of my favorite little combos from Dr. Mario amiibo is the down throw into down air. You guys want to know what the down throw for Dr. Mario is called? Go on, take a guess. Stretcher. No joke. No joke. 3-1 right now. Goliath being unleashed upon Malpractice. And it is now 2-1, so it's not really a reverse 3 now. It's more of a reverse 2. Malpractice, as you can see, not in a hurry to get back to stage, just plan a little bit better strategy. And there's the dash attack. And a forward smash to end it. JV3 for Goliath. Wow. Well, just want to go ahead and say, guys, good game, and give it up for Goliath. Also, give it up for their trainer, MLL456, and I think it's safe to say this was our most one-sided match of the evening thus far. I honestly thought this was going to be a much closer battle, but I was wrong. Again. But, yeah, Nightmare's amiibo are starting to diminish a little bit, so we now have him down to 15 amiibo. 10 of his guys just gone, and you know, this is the thing. Normally in these wars, we see one amiibo doing most of the damage, but in this case, it's been pretty back and forth. It just looks like Goliath is going to be that amiibo that starts to really deplete numbers here. Right now, we're going to go ahead and bring in our next Nightmare amiibo. I just want to remind everybody again that yes, we do have a Amiibo Fight VODs channel for all of our previous Twitch stuff, which, you know, more stuff will be coming soon, but I also like to sometimes revisit stuff, revamp it, put some funny stuff in there, you know, for those that may find Amiibo stuff boring, which, how could you find Amiibo stuff boring? This stuff is awesome. Fuck you if you don't like to watch Amiibo battle, you piece of shit, you dumb, dirty son. Anyway, looks like our next one, guys, is... well, I think actually going to be a good pick here for Nightmare, personally. It looks like he's going to be throwing in his Dark Pit named Alistair. And this is, again, another amiibo we've seen from Nightmare. So I think Alistair's got a good shot of taking the monkey off the Empire State Building. King Kong reference.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good to be back on the air. Gotta admit, though, that new episode of Hell of a Boss kind of sucked. Come on, Vivzy Pop, you're better than this. You're better than just selling out, like, so fucking hard. Oh! Monkey dunk! Monkey dunk! It's 3-2. That's what I'm putting for the title on this one. Monkey dunk. I'm curious, what are the upcoming Blitz are there? I think you got like 1 or 2 more coming up, Disco. But I don't think we have that. We got like 2 or 3 right now. Yeah, if you really want me to, I can go ahead and let you know after the tour. Just shoot me a reminder on Discord. And don't forget, guys, to like the stream. That helps us out. That helps us be noticed here on the YouTube universe. It's over. Well, good game. We'll give our props to Goliath. Also give it up for MLL456. And I really just thought we'd see Alistair being a little more aggressive in the air, but he really tried to go toe-to-toe with Goliath on the ground, and it just didn't really work out for him. We see the damage was close, but, really that dunk, I think, was kind of the beginning of the end, in my opinion. But, let me go ahead and update our score here. So this is now the largest lead, or the largest gap we've had between our 2 trainers in this war. It is now time then for a new Nightmare amiibo, and well, I'm gonna ask him, Nightmare, are you sweating a little bit here, man, or are you still cool, calm, and collected? Because I do see we got another one of your classic amiibo coming up. Interesting choice here, especially against a Donkey Kong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like next up we have Nightmare's... Oh, he's still calm. Good, good. We have Nightmare's Villager, Stell. Yeah, I really feel like if Stell wants to get this job done with little to no issues, they're going to have to find some good old dunks off stage. I didn't. Nobody did. All completely random. Well, not completely, but you know what I mean. It's blocked. It's blocked. And there's the back throw here still, though. Whoa. Going for the air dodge. I don't think that was the right option, personally. That will be 2-2, so still keeping their spirits up by keeping their damage low. And it is now 2-2, so first minute of play is pretty much in the books, and I got to admit, it's a closer battle than I anticipated, but Goliath, I think, is just getting started. If I can get to 10-0, Yoshi Court will be legendary. Dude, at that point, I think I have to, like, step in and say, dude, you're retired. I can't. No more. Something must be done. Some kind of a handicap. 5.5 minutes, though. We're down to Uno for... Oh! Oh, no! She saved him. looking for that up air kill. Can he get it, though? Oh, no, he's going to sell for forward smash. And it's over.
Donkey Kong wins.
That would be insane. Yeah, I agree, but good game, guys. We're going to give props to Goliath. Also give it up for their amiibo trainer, MLL456. Starting to think, when does Nightmare have a heavyweight coming in? Because I think he needs it. 387 to 342. So, yeah, definitely the closest match, I think, for Nightmare's team against Goliath thus far. What drugs is this DK on? That's a Joseph question. And Joseph is not here because he's in college, you know, getting the drugs. Well, Stell is now gone. And did I update? I don't think I updated the score. No, I did not. So let me do that before I forget again. But we're gonna have another Nightmare amiibo hopping in, but it is now a 6 amiibo lead. And yeah, I hope Nightmare's got at least a heavyweight or two waiting somewhere in the wings, because if not, this could be the end. But actually, he does not have a heavyweight, but this lighter amiibo could actually be the answer he needs, because he is a heavy hitter. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, next up for Nightmare's team, we have his Sora amiibo. And his name is Ben. Not short for Ventus, apparently. I think he told me what it was from, and I totally forgot. I'm sure they are.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go. Nice use of the down tilts there. Definitely something you should teach your Donkey Kong because of the reach it's got. So up special. Up special is big. And that is a big KO for Goliath. Yeah, like I said, it was in the 2v2 tour me and Doug were in the other night, and kind of hard for me to just tell how good this Donkey Kong was, but now seeing him in some 1v1 action, doing pretty well for himself. He's doing incredibly well for himself. 3-1. And first minute of play is now in the books. Ben does get a KO, and it's 2-1. A reverse 3 turn it into a reverse 2 real quick. Yeah, I would imagine for Sora, just parry out of shield or side special out of parry would be the best thing out of parry. Oh, that's right, I do have a Sora amiibo. I just don't fucking remember what I did for the training. I'll make a vanilla one soon, though. I already know. Oh! Ran right into the clap. And it's over. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game, and we will give our props once again to Goliath. Also give it up for their amiibo trainer, MLL456, and it's getting a bit dominating. Just a bit dominating. Gonna update our score, and it's now 19-12. But you know what, guys? I saw the next amiibo for Nightmare, and I think this is where Goliath goes bye-bye. This is my prediction going into this next one. You know, speaking of win streaks and how many things people have won, Nightmare has actually won, like, what, close to 10 tournaments in our server alone. So, you know, 6-0 is great for a Blitzkrieg, but you know, I think we need to give some props to Nightmare for how much He's really just been involved with the Amiibo Fight server, but also winning Amiibo Fight tournaments. Only if there are bananas involved. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have Nightmare's, actually, I think one of his first heavyweights of the night. It is King DDD, and his name is Pancakes. I'm not joking. You'll see it in a minute. I'll remember this. LOL. Alright. Well, Goliath takes on Pancakes. That is next. This is going to be a good matchup.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, well, I got to be honest, guys. Pancakes needs a win here. Then we could start probably seeing a lot of MLL456's team get taken out by a heavyweight. Well, a lot of up air from Pancakes, and we see an up air from the Donkey Kong to Italian. Oh boy. Yeah, he whiffed that up air and Pancakes made him pay for it. But here's the spin. And it is now 2-2. And just two of the more bulkier characters here in Smash Brothers going at it. In fact, really, these are the two heaviest characters that are legal in this type of event here at Amiibo Fight. Bowser, K. Rool, S tier. They're not allowed here. 2-1 though. And what is Pancakes doing? Well, he's getting knocked the fuck out. That's what he's doing. I don't understand this strategy at all. Is he just missing the ledge, or? We got less than 5.5 minutes. Great parry. Yeah, Pancakes trying to take advantage of that mistake right there. Crazy that both of them are now wanting some separation from one another. That's how you know, that's how you can tell just how hard these guys are hitting. And forward smash. The Goliath marathon is over. Good game, guys. Let's give it up for Pancakes and their Amiibo trainer Nightmare for the win. 2-stock win, actually, and a whole lot of damage. Now, I'm not going to say Goliath choked in this one, but I am going to say he did make some decisions that were, well, they were a little odd, but I guess you could say the same thing about Pancakes as well. Let's go ahead and change up the score, and actually I'm changing up the MLL456 side for the first time, for one of the first times in about almost an hour. Goliath is now gone, and we are now going to put in the next MLL456 amiibo. I'm just double checking the list. Ooh. I think the DDD can win here, but don't count out Epiphyte. Yeah, this is MLL456's Piranha Plant.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go. Now, you know how I feel about the Piranha Plant, guys. You can never count him out, and it's a great amiibo. May not be as heavy as DDD, but he is heavy, and he does score the first KO in the fight. Yeah, Pancakes, I think his best strategy right now is stay out of the air, which I know for a DDD sometimes can be a little easier said than done, but he's got to do it. Okay, that was a bit of a contradictory action to what I was saying. And yes, plant gang! Gang, motherfucker. Gang. And 1 minute has passed. Oh! That was unfortunate. Well, it's over. Just want to go ahead and say good game, and we'll give our props to the Plant Epiphyte. Also, give it up for their trainer, MLL456. So, Pancakes is... Well, I normally would say they're going to the bench, but, you know, it's war, so he's going to the graveyard. Yeah. Yeah, even... I know I'm surprised. And I'm sure everybody at home is right now as well. Wait. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, he's got 11 left. Sorry, having a moment here with the score. Interesting. You know, that's good information for me to have because I'll be training a DDD pretty soon, courtesy of Doveman's request for me. I also got another funny one from Frostbite, the Speedy Falcon or the Speedy Wario, which I think I'm going to go with the Speedy Falcon. Let's go ahead and bring in the next Nightmare amiibo, though. Wow, what an AI flaw! Alright, let's see who we got next. Oh. Well, it's another DLC character that we got popping in. Although I think a lot of people don't consider Plant that much of a DLC character. I mean, you know, granted you had to download them, but, you know, you didn't have to pay for them. And if you did, my heart weeps for you. But what are you gonna do? Not have Piranha Plant in the game? That's not Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, then. It's a great big bounty! Next up, guys, we do have another DLC character. It looks like Nightmare has brought his Joker, Chicoretto. Am I saying that right? Am I saying this freaking Japanese name right?
Joker!
Damn kids in your anime. Back in my day, my anime had cool names like Goku and Yusuke.
Go!
Well, Epiphyte battling Chicoretto. And yeah, this Joker making a debut. Oh, and let's not forget Vegeta. Or else he's gonna come through and kick my ass. It just means secret. Oh. That would have been a good name for the Rob amiibo. Because if you've heard the song Mr. Roboto by Styx, it's all secret, secret, I got a secret. And then it just goes into Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. First KO going to the Joker. You know, you really don't see this matchup very often, but it's to my understanding it should go the Plant's way, so kind of crazy the Joker gets the first KO. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that actually, Disco. I thought it was just my Piranha Plant Tony Tots that you didn't like. And 5:35 remaining. We got a tie at 2. This is actually a pretty close battle. Oh, Arsene is out. He's got to try for this KO now, and he got it. Good shit. It's now 1-1 crunch time for the plant. I think some more defense for him would actually go quite a bit of ways. See, I don't really feel that way about Link Amiibo more than I do about Link players. I do not like Link players, people who actually play the game as Link. We got him! Bro. I held my breath for that one. It's over. Epi fight taking the win. GG's, guys. One stock win, and my god, that... I'm sure... I don't know if MLL456 is watching or if he's just going to catch the VOD, but, I mean, my heart would have been going right there, no doubt. My heart about to beat out my chest. You can say that again, Duffman. But right now we're going to be bringing in a new amiibo from Nightmare. Okay. Yeah, this I think is where Plant Gang go bye-bye. Three things at once, and my phone does not want to stay balanced on my knee right now. But right now, guys, we're bringing in the next Nightmare amiibo, and it is a Ganondorf named Celestos. And I see from the notes it almost got auto-corrected to skeletons. Well, that's not right. And here we go. Yeah, I was actually going to ask Nightmare what he thought was the hardest part about training a Joker amiibo, but now that the Ganondorf is in, I'll just apply that question to Ganondorf. So, Nightmare, what do you think is the hardest thing as far as training Ganondorf? That up tilt just misses. So does that down air. He's got some damage on his opponent, but like we saw that last match, that doesn't mean anything until you put him in the blast zone. And that'll be 3-2. Getting the proper ratio of side B to down B. Honestly, I really don't do much down B. I do it like twice throughout the whole damn training. Yeah, I am still just, I wouldn't say non-believer of down special, but I don't think it's that good compared to side special being a man grab. Not to mention dash attack sometimes have the potential to just KO those lighter competitors, but 2-1 now. Oh boy. Alright. It's uno to uno. And I gotta be honest, Celestos needs this KO to keep his team afloat somewhat. Happy fight trying to be aggressive. Down special misses. And it's over. It's an approach option that can kill.
Piranha Blast.
Okay, it can, but only if it lands. And honestly, it's similar to Sea Falcon Down Special, which I've literally seen my Terry Amiibo parry that damn move 10, 11, 12 times in a row. So, you know, again, not saying it's a terrible move, not saying to not teach it to Ganondorf, but I don't think it's as essential as some people think. But Epi Fight with the win. And yeah, a one-stock win, but less than 2 minutes, and it was a close one. Definitely a close one.
Stop battle.
Honestly, I think if Celestos had a little more dash attack to him, that could have gone differently. But right now, I'm updating our score in Nightmare to single digits. Oh boy. Ah, jeez. Oh boy. Alright, well, he says we could still come back. I love the optimism, but realistically, he's down almost 10 amiibo. So, you know, if he comes back and wins this, I think this is the greatest comeback in Amiibo Fight War history. But right now, we're actually going to bring in our next Nightmare Amiibo. In fact, let me just go ahead and quickly double check what's next. Couldn't bring Byleth. Yeah, that's now an S tier Amiibo for us. Sorry, not sorry. Ooh, this is actually a pretty good pick, and this is actually, I think, Amiibo we've seen in a war before doing super well. It is Nightmare's Hero Amiibo, Valerios.
Hero.
So I think if Valerios can get this KO, it's definitely going to be a much smoother sail for comeback land.
Go.
This song slaps. Alright, you do the same, Disco. Thanks so much for dropping by, man. And as on your way out, make sure to go ahead and like the stream. Like it. Shows YouTube I'm doing a good job. And Epi Fight actually getting the first KO. Yeah, I guess you could say he's a gambler, but, you know, compared to a lot of other hero amiibo, I think he plays it relatively safe. Yeah, that down special does not connect. That neutral special will, though, for a big KO. 2-2. Oh, he got the dunk! Clipping. Can't stop me. So far, Valerios has tied it up. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with YouTube on my end, but Valerios making some damage. Down to last stock, as is the plant. Oh, there's the accelerate. This could be it. Does take up a little bit of that MP, but he don't care if he can get an early KO. Wasn't really able to utilize it, or at least effectively off stage. Oh, really? God, I really thought we were going to see something different there. I thought maybe at least one side special KO. I don't know. Well, good game. Give it up for the plant. Epifight, MLL456's amiibo. And again, we see another matchup that's kind of crazy. The hero getting a little more damage than the plant, but you gotta you gotta realize that Dunk really giving an edge to Team MLL456, and yeah, his numbers continue to deplete. We're going to bring in the next Nightmare amiibo. I also just want to go ahead and say thank you again to everybody that is joining us here right now. Y'all rock, and thank you again for joining us here on our Friday night, liking the stream, also subscribing to the channel. It's a wonderful thing. But let's see what we've got next up. It is... well, I don't know if this amiibo could take out Plant, but we'll see. Actually, this is another amiibo we saw in our last tournament, our Dracula's Castle tournament. It is Nightmare's Isabel Aika. You know, not exactly a debut, but I think this Isabel is still fairly new. Could be wrong on that, though. Get your mind out of the gutter, Mr. Nightmare. Aika battles Epifight. That is next. Well, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, here at Amiibo Fight, if you are a Tier 1 subscriber, you can go ahead and submit to us a cool logo to paste right here on the stream over your character's information. Excuse me. But just to give you an example, that's a little example from our friend Captain Fedora. So something cool that you could go ahead and customize with, but you do have to be a Tier 1 subscriber on our Twitch side of things. So first, follow us on Twitch. Next, subscribe to us on Twitch. Third, make your logo and make sure to send it in ASAP. Well, Epifight putting the hurt on Small Doggo. Aika almost looking confused on what to do next, but now we see Aika getting a big KO off the F smash. And yeah, it's over. I would have to say that was another one of our more one-sided battles here tonight. Still Epifight going strong here on the Amiibo Fight stream tonight. 2 stock win in almost a minute and a half, and yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just don't know. But Isabel is now gone, and I need to go ahead and update the score. Well, getting down to the nitty-gritty. In fact, MLL456 now has a more than 10 amiibo lead here, guys. So, really not sure what's going through the mind of our good friend Nightmare, but we do have a pretty reliable amiibo coming in next. It's another DLC character. So I didn't ask you to surrender, sir. I know you're gonna go till the end, just like Joseph would, and we commend you for that. But next up is another DLC character, and this is actually gonna be the, well, I think it's a Pyra, but we just say Pithra here, and that is Chroma. If I'm not mistaken, Chroma, a few-time tournament winner. not just here in Amiibo fight, but also elsewhere. Right now, though, we got our next matchup. It's Epi Fight versus Chroma next. I think if Pyra can land a few of these up special hits, she's got a shot. Well, we see a pretty close matchup in the first 15 seconds, but I think Nightmare had said that you know, he really likes seeing the Amiibo be more on the Pyra side than the Mithra side. Okay. Like, what was funny about it, though? 2-2? Kind of crazy. We got the Magic Hand stage. It is Omega version though, so no Flying Man. Also no Yoshi trying to kick my ass like the last time I was on this stage. And that will be 2-1. Chroma's got a lead. He's got to keep it though. That's the trickier part. Oh no. You see what Hahapa was? 4 Bowsers, 3 DKs, 1 Ace. Ah, I see. Well, that's the thing about Pithra. They may not be a very heavy character, but it seemed to take on heavyweights with, well, I would say little strength. There's always going to be some kind of strength. It's a back problemo just to get up smashed. And basically in 2 minutes flat, getting the job done is Epi Fight. Well, good game, gentlemen. We'll give our props once again to the plant. And, you know, we see again, because of that down air off stage, Plant not able to get the most damage, but he did get the win, which is the most important thing here. Alright, well, let me go ahead and fix our score and bring in the next Nightmare Amiibo. Yeah, I know I said it last time, but even more, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty of this war. So, right now, let's go ahead and just bring in the next Nightmare Amiibo. Well, I think this will definitely make for an interesting battle. I can't exactly say this is a guaranteed win for Nightmare. Alright, well, it looks like making an Amiibo fight debut here. We have Nightmare's Robin, Madness NM. Well, wait a minute. I thought the NM goes in the front of the name. What's going on?
3, 2, 1, go!
In fact, we got a battlefield stage. I think the stock just went up for the Robin a little bit, but you know, you also got to realize that up smash from Plant is a big factor. Case in point. Ooh, 3-2. Well, 30 seconds in, and Madness NM a little overwhelmed by MLL456's Plant. I did? Who did I skip? Oh, I did. Yeah, my bad. Good call. Also, what's up, MLL456? Okay, so we're not doing that one.
Stop battle!
Yeah, even Nightmare didn't know. Hey, wait a minute. How does he know the list? I want some answers, and I want them now. But in the meantime, we're actually going to switch out that amiibo for what's next in the order. And it's an Olimar, so it's Plant v Plant. But it is still another amiibo fight debut with Knapsack.
3, 2, 1, go!
And that's lame. You guys are lame. Okay, I really was thinking Knapsack was going to surprise everybody with the first KO, but that did not happen. Well, Knapsack doing what he can off stage to get some damage, but not getting KOs. Oh, there you go. True, true. Knapsack losing some Pikmin. Oh, he's gonna get him back. Okay, just KO. 2-1. Yeah, Knapsack. I know there's a weight difference here, but I still really believe that Knapsack was gonna put more of a hurting on this plan. That is a KO. 1-1. All right, he's got a shot. He's got a shot. Wow. I'm saying one more good one of those, and I think it's curtains for Knapsack. Okay, someone needs to tell me why that was so goddamn close. GG. And Epi Fight is the winner. Now, if I could find this Robin bin out of this pile I got, that would be great. But that is now going to bring Nightmare down to 5 amiibo remaining.
Stop the battle!
I can do this. Okay, one more, and then I'm just writing another tag. Got it! All right, now we see Madness NM with a debut against Epi Fight.
2, 1, go!
I think my luck has just decided I can't have anything nice today. Oh. Well, I mean, my whole thing is you can at least still take some of the sting off this. God, I thought he pineappled the shit out of him, but he gets back. Yeah, I was just about to say, you could at least take a little bit of the sting off the That's something. And that's 3-2. First minute of play, and Epi Fight is down a stock. And it's NM getting a little overwhelmed at the moment, but nothing you can't handle with a little arc fire. And that's going to tie us up 2-2. I really don't feel like weight's going to be a big issue here, especially now that Madness NM is up 2-1. Really good. True that, true that. Yeah, I think Epi Fight needs to go off stage for that next KO, or even that last KO for that matter. And with 5 minutes to go. Why did he not go for up smash there? Yeah, Robin able to end this one pretty easily with a down smash, and Madness NM taking a big win for his team. GG. Yeah, actually, we see a lot of damage on the Robin side. All the high tiers, and Robin wins it. Well, see, kind of going back to my point earlier in the night, some of the heavier competitors, I think, really struggle against projectiles, and, you know, we kind of saw Plant was no different right there. But it's a good start here for the comeback for Nightmare. Let's go ahead and actually take away from the MLL456 side, and let's actually bring in the next MLL456 amiibo. Oh, yo, this is the Team Vigil mascot, Vigilant, and yeah, he is no stranger to amiibo fight. I'm just double checking our list here. Yep, we good. Get it. And Madness NM will go one-on-one with Vigilant. Also want to just go ahead and say we have now surpassed the 2-hour mark. So if you've been here for 2 hours, seriously, man, thank you. Seconds in, we're seeing a lot of smash attacks, and they're landing. It's now 3-2. Vigilant. See that slight hesitation? I think just cost him maybe not a KO, but just a little bit of pressure off stage. First minute of play is in the books. Vigilant still looking for his first KO, actually. That will be 3-1. Will be 2-1. Vigilant finally getting his first KO, but yeah, I can't help but feel that's a day late, dollar short, as Madness NM is still up by 1 and trying to get the damage going as quickly as possible. Hey, what is up, NWR Swear? Happy weekend, sir, and you have caught us in the middle of war. MLL456 has a bit of a lead, but I think this Robin is going to try and fix that. Okay. I was about to say critical health stats have got to stop that. Looks like Arcfire stopping the side special from Vigilant. Oh no! And Madness NM.
It seems our fates are
Yeah, getting another victory here. GG. Well, before I go ahead and tend to the score here, this was actually a 2-stock win, and Madness NM actually with a decent amount of damage.
Start battle.
One trainer trains an amiibo up to level 36 through 40, and the other trainer finishes the training. So, in other words, like, a lot of these amiibo have been trained by both of you. Oh, none of those amiibo are in this world. Okay. And thank you for clarifying that. But, it's interesting, but I don't think that's really that unique. In fact, I think a lot of, other trainers have kind of done the same thing. At least that was to my understanding. But we're going to be bringing in the next MLL456 amiibo.
Roller.
Alpha MLL456. And, you know, I got to ask MLL456, how does it feel to have the alpha version of you be a $16 toy? Alright, well, let's get this next one
Three, two, one, go!
going. And he's metal. Yeah, he's really making good use of the metal here to just stay grounded and throw out as much offense as he can. You mean be a $15 toy of my own me? More like just Alpha MLL456 being the alpha version of it. But 2-2. Close battle right now. I actually thought the brawler would have a little bit more of a lead by now. Yeah, I gotta be honest, these critical health stats have been a big help for the Robin. In fact, actually both Robins. We saw MLL456's Robin a little bit ago. And it is 1-1. Very even. Ooh, I was about to say, why is this brawler going off stage? MLL, why does this brawler go off stage like that? Is he trying to get killed? Oh, he got him. For a quick second, I thought he had ledge, but no.
The key to victory lies within.
Got him. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game, and we will give our props to Madness NM for the win. Alpha MLL456 putting up a good fight here, as you can see from the stats, but just not enough. Just not enough.
Start battle.
Check out my chat real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, well, now it is a 10 amiibo battle. By the way, on my end, we are in the you want something done right, do it yourself section. Okay. Well, here comes my poor luck. Well, yeah, guys, we're going to be bringing in the next MLL456 amiibo. Just want to go ahead and say thank you again for joining us here tonight on your Friday night. I know it's getting a little late on the East Coast side, but let's go ahead and actually see what we got next for MLL456. And okay, I think I can see why he just threw out that comment. I mean, I think he's got a shot, but not the bestest one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have MLL456's Cloud Amiibo Ko making his Amiibo Fight debut. Oh, another metal amiibo. Metal! And so far he's doing what a Cloud should be, which is basically spam the shit out of F Smash. Maybe a little bit of neutral special, but not a lot. Well, I know sometimes he just does that on his own, but that was definitely the wrong time to throw out the up special. And now it is 3-2. Madness NM, I don't know, just looking a little hesitant to really approach or throw out any kind of offense right now. Side special lands very nicely. That was with the limit, by the way. Caught him before he could throw out the up smash. Yeah, for a moment I thought we were going to see him throw out a neutral special, but goes with the side special again for the KO, but now we see Ko getting KO. And it is now a 2-1 battle. So again, we see Madness NM just facing a reverse 2. This could be the beginning of the end. Oh, he missed. Nice forward smash. That almost got him. Critical health stats again, saving that. Okay. Yeah, critical health stats only go so far with saving an amiibo, and it's over. Just want to go ahead and say GG. We will give our props, though, to Ko for a successful amiibo fight debut. Yeah, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and you know, the damage was closer than I thought personally, but yeah, those two stocks, they were all too real. Also want to go ahead and just remind you guys that I guess there's a new feature for YouTube called Hype. You can see basically it shows, you know, a leaderboard of top bands, so to speak, but I believe you guys are also able to donate XP to kind of hype up the stream a little bit. Just want to throw that out there. Obviously, it's not a requirement, but if you could, we'd appreciate it. Let's go ahead and throw in, though, the next Nightmare amiibo after I actually go ahead and change up that score. Let's see what we got. This is refreshing. Correct, ladies and gentlemen, we have another debut here. This is from Nightmare's side. So right now it's another DLC character. We have his Banjo and Kazooie NM Refresh. That is a large bear. Wow. Well, keep in mind, the bear does appear a bit larger. That means his hurt box is also larger. But man, that Wonder Wing just, yeah, that was Wonder Wing and a half right there. Well, less than 6.5 minutes, we now see NM Refresh suffering a fall 2-2. Yeah, that's a KO. And he did a little teabagging there too. Ko is not happy with that result, and he faces a reverse 2 on his last stock. And I'm gonna just say it, we've seen 3 knockouts in the first minute of play. I think we can qualify this as our most aggressive fight of the night. Grapple in. I remember training my Cloud and being told that grabs were not exactly the move for Cloud. Oh, bear paw. Bear paw. Well, NM Refresh with a successful debut here in Amiibo Fight, and yeah, Ko just, you know, not looking like what we saw that last match. Really, the damage was not even that night and day here, so yeah, it was a good banjo. Alright, well, let me go ahead and change up our score and bring in our next MLL456 amiibo. Once again, the lead is now only 10 amiibo now. Alright, let's see what we got next for MLL456. That will be... Oh, I think I know this one actually, and it's another debut. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have MLL456's from Gombatsu. About to challenge NM Refresh. Well, I'm gonna have to make a giant killer. Good to know.
1, go!
I mean, that's kind of a niche sort of support spirit, but okay. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to say squandered, but it could have been better. Oh, boy. Well, this is a KO, Gombatsu. So, NM Refresh looking good here in the first 30 seconds. This is just a case of bad matchup here for Gombatsu. I feel bad for him, but you know, this is Amiibo Fight. You gotta fight any kind of Amiibo that gets put in front of you, no questions asked. Well, I mean, I guess you could ask a few questions, but few. Critical health stats are out now for Gombatsu. Gombatsu gets up smash, and then it's over. Hey, what's up, Orbit Fox? Welcome in, man. And this is actually called an Amiibo Fight War, where 25 Amiibo battle 25 Amiibo. Well, that's kind of the moves here in Amiibo. MLL456. Parries equal wins. Yeah, but it's over. GG. And let's give it up for NM Refresh for a 2-stock win. And yeah, God, the damage was more than night and day. Yeah, man. So welcome in. Hope your weekend is going well. But right now we are changing things up for MLL456, including the score. So now it is only a 9 amiibo. 9 amiibo game. But his parry was way too much. Well, maybe that's why his name is Refresh. Like, you know, he refreshes himself with the parry to hit somebody with some offense, and then just kind of rinses and repeats off that. But we're going to go ahead and throw in our next MLL456 amiibo. Yeah. I would highly consider Friday night the weekend. Yeah, sorry, that kind of took me off guard there, but I think I know what we're doing next. And this could actually be a bit of a struggle here for the banjo. So next up, guys, it looks like we have MLL456's Sora amiibo joining in to battle NM Refresh. Weekend, it's Friday. Bro, it's Friday at like 10 o'clock. Some people even consider the weekend on a Thursday. That's a little too much in my opinion, but it happens. It happens. You good, you good. Well, I guess you could say Voltlock saving his opponent on his way back to the stage. Yeah, MLL was talking about parries, now his amiibo parrying like crazy. This is usually why I recommend putting some grapple into your amiibo's vocabulary to kind of take away from that. And NM Refresh down to, well, 2 stocks in the first one to play. Yeah, Voltlock doing a phenomenal job of putting pressure on his opponent both on and off stage. But look at this! Regal Bash for a 2-2 scenario. Why did you save him Voltlock? What? Oh. Oh, he's... Okay. I was a little confused by that question, but now I get it. Parries are important. NM Refresh telling us that through action. Because, you know, amiibo can't talk. I wish they could talk. It'd be dope. And that is 2-1. Voltlock up by Uno. Gotta remember, though, there is a little bit of a weight difference. We're seeing these quick hits here from Voltlock. They seem to be doing the job, but yeah, I was about to say not getting a KO, and that's it. It's over. Well, GG, we will give our props to Voltlock. Let's also give it up for their amiibo trainer MLL456 for the win. Yeah, honestly, Voltlock just looking phenomenal there. A very well-polished Sora. And, yeah, we are down to 3 amiibo for Nightmare. Nightmare, how are you feeling, man? Because this can't be easy for you right now. Alright, let's see for Nightmare. Okay. I think we've seen this guy before, but don't quote me on it actually. In fact, I want to make sure I got the character right for this one before I just announce it. Yep. So we have NM Sword, Nightmare's Link amiibo, hopping in. And I gotta admit, NM Sword I think has a great shot to take out Sora and maybe just kind of shrink the gap a little bit here.
1, go!
All right, I like the perseverance right now. Thank you. Looks like NM Sword getting a 0 to death, and that was our first 0 to death of the night. Really just shows you how good these trainers really are for, you know, after 2 hours seeing the first 0 to death. In fact, almost 2.5. And that's 2-2. Well, I think it's safe to say not a very defense-heavy kind of battle. But it's certainly entertaining. Sorry, this song that's playing right now always gives me a little bit of anxiety. Seriously, how could anyone play the game with just keep going? Come on. I don't like that. I feel like we're about to see an explosion any moment. And that is going to make it uno to uno with less than 5.5 minutes to go. And I think the Sora doing the right thing, trying to get his opponent off stage immediately. Sort of getting a little overwhelmed, but look at the bomb. Oh! It's over. Well, GG guys. We'll give our props though to NM Sword. Also give it up for our friend Nightmare for the win. Gosh. If he just didn't down special at the end right there, I think he would have had it. One of our quicker bouts, though, 1 stock win, and yeah, actually look at this, 2% damage difference. So, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I'm calling it as the closest match of the evening. Well, next up, it looks like we have another MLL456 amiibo to throw in here. Let me also go ahead and update our score. It is now 12-3. Nightmare's amiibo holding steady for the most part. Why did the bomb have to help him? Well, because that's Link. Link with bomb can, can hinder Link, but it can also hinder the other amiibo. This is really, I think, what makes my Link amiibo Razor so successful, to be honest. I don't think this one's going to be able to do it. How dare you not show more support for your amiibo? I swear. Oh. Okay, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, it looks like a debut here for MLL456. We have his Yoshi Bloodrex. Oh, Smash 64 bout. I'm about it. Let's see it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, battlefield stage here, I can't help but feel could benefit the Link more than it could the Yoshi. But that's the thing about Yoshi. He is very resourceful. And I think he's got a shot, but NM Sword is still a Link amiibo that hits super hard. Now 2-2. Well, our stream is no stranger to Yoshi's. In fact, we were talking a little bit about Yoshi Court earlier tonight. That's Disco Party Ham's team of Yoshis and how they are 6-0 in Blitzkrieg competition. But it is now 2-1. Within the first minute 10, NM Sword is down to his last stock. This is the thing about Yoshi. I feel like he's just the most juiced mid-tier sometimes. You know what, Yoshi for high tier. That's what I'm saying after seeing his performance so far. In fact, Yoshi for S tier when it comes to teams. Oh. Did I speak too soon? There's the Dino boot. And no, not enough. God, how is that not enough? And the bomb again helping NM Sword. It's over. Close one, though. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game. We'll give our props to NM Sword and their amiibo trainer Nightmare for the win. Really not going to say it was a night and day difference on damage, but, you know, we did see the Link pulling away with a little bit more there. And Blood Rex is gone for the night. He is going to the graveyard. It is now 11-3. Well, you know, Orbit Fox, we're going to have an arena tournament in October 8th. So I don't know if you're in our Discord already, but if you do jump into the Discord server, we'll let you know when those signups are available. But our next one is actually going to be vanilla. That means really your amiibo cannot have any spirits, no primary spirits, no support spirits, anything like that. But we will be throwing up another arena tournament in November, and that one will be spirited. Honestly, don't know if we're going to do maybe a 2v2 maybe for November, or what we're doing. No, we are not MLL456. But let's go ahead and bring in our next MLL456 amiibo. I think I know which one this is. Yes, it is. And this is... well, this is going to be a domestic dispute. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of spousal abuse. Yeah. So, here she is. It is MLL456's Zelda Yelena. We've seen her once before. Well, actually a few times before. And I think it's a pretty good Zelda. I think she's got potential to take the win here, but I'm thinking Dunk. Dunk will be the surefire way to get the win. Also, you got to look out for that back air, aka the lightning kick. Sword taking some damage, but he's also handing a little bit out. And nice use of neutral special right there to get back to stage, but Yelena almost getting knocked out there. And that'll be our first KO going to NM Sword. That is 2-2. First minute of play, and we've almost seen 3 KOs there, showing us it's a relatively aggressive battle. A little Din's Fire only hurts one person, not the other. Oh! Yeah, I was about to say that was what she was looking for, or what she needed, but now we see NM Sword taking a lead. Yeah, I really thought she'd go for the forward smash there. Nope, still good. Now going for the forward smash. It's Uno to Uno. Yelena, don't get hit. What did I just say? And it's over. Yelena is eliminated. GG, gentlemen. Give it up, though, for NM Sword for the win. Got it done, but, I mean, by one stock, but I wouldn't exactly qualify this as a nail-biter, as you can see from the damage here. So right now we're going to, I guess, bring in our next MLL456 amiibo. And let's see who it is. Oh. Well, I think this will be a very interesting matchup. Especially knowing that NM Sword does like to use that down special of his that kind of throws off amiibo. But what happens when he battles MLL456's Olimar Munchkin? I hate this link. At least I can count on the many, many variants of myself. Well, granted, but I mean, it is still a 7 amiibo lead, so not quite there yet. Well, I mean, Alf or Olimar, one of the lightest characters in the game, but these Pikmin of his can sometimes cause a little confusion. And that is going to be 3-2. Yeah, it's not like Munchkin to get this overwhelmed in the first 30 seconds, so that's how you know NM Sword has brought his A game. Minute has passed. The lack of music is really just kind of cringe, to be honest. Uh-oh. Okay, he good. Great parry right there. I thought at least one of those was going to hit him. And I believe that was the purple Pikmin, making it a tie game. 2-2 with less than 5.5 minutes on the game clock, and I really believe if Munchkin can just, I was about to say, just keep laying in these Pikmin hits, then he should be fine. It's just a lot easier said than done against an amiibo like NM Sword. Sword throwing out the boomerang as he should. And there's the back throw, but Pikmin flying through the air. Definitely bad for NM Sword's health to get hit by those. purple Pikmin, making it 1-1. Yeah, Munchkin is very damaged, though. Are you sure? I mean, I know dude's light AF, but wow. Up special from center stage will get the win. Well, GG, guys. Give it up for NM Sword for the victory. And, you know, it really was closer than we all thought. I mean, 324 to 290 was the final damage. Well, this has definitely been one of the crazier wars we've had in recent months, but let me go ahead and actually update our score. Let's see what the next MLL456 amiibo is as we see him dwindle down to single digits. It is now a 6 amiibo battle. Okay, I think I remember this guy. Let me double check. Okay, maybe I don't remember this guy. Yeah, MLL, what is... Oh, no, wait, I got him. I got him. So next up, we have MLL456's Dr. Mario, Ultra MLL. And here we go, and the fact we got unflinchable courage blaring through your speakers, I think that's very appropriate on each side of the field. Going to be 3-2. I really thought that was going to be a KO from the footstool, but instead we see Ultra MLL suffering a fall due to a smash attack. MLL does suffer a fall. He needs to get his shit together, or he is going to lose. There's the back throw to NM Sword. He should live that. He does. He does. Doesn't live that, though. I think they call that the ear, nose, and throat maneuver. Actually, I don't remember what his up smash was called. Like, something similar to that, though. Uh-oh. Critical health stats are out. Gotta make good use of them. And he does! Ultra MLL stopping the NM Sword. Debauchery? Yeah, let's go with that. Debauchery. Good game, guys. Let's give it up, though, for MLL456 and his Dr. Mario Ultra MLL. That was 335 to 289, a pretty close score there. Yeah, finally. But don't worry, we still got some matches here for you guys. In fact, Nightmare's still possessing 2 amiibo. In fact, let's go ahead and double check what he's got now. Oh. Yeah, this could be a tough one here for you, buddy. Could be a tough one here for you, buddy. Well, it's a 7 amiibo battle. Not sure who's going to win this one. Nah, I'm actually pretty confident it's MLL, but you never know. Very true. Very true. Dang it, who? Okay, yeah, that was the next one. Yeah. Alright, well, next up for Nightmare's team, he saved one of his best for last. It is his Snake Amiibo, NM Agent. Now, honestly, I feel like this goes a little more even than some people are thinking, but I still think a lot of people are going to put their money on NM Agent for the win. But yeah, let's see what happens. First 10 seconds of play, we've seen a good back and forth from each opponent, and that's 3-2. I don't know why I thought he could get back from that, but yeah, he did not. Yeah, I always gotta hold my breath when he pulls out the C4. You never know what's gonna happen with that. Oh, he missed! That doesn't happen often, but it is now 2-1. NM Agent still looking good. And there's the stomps. I was about to say, damn. Doc, that's too far out. It's too far. And then Agent still up by Uno with less than 5.5 minutes to go. Yeah, the Dr. Mario rolling away from that C4, but it doesn't even matter because the up tilt will end this one, and it's over. Well, good game, guys. We're going to give our props, though, to NM Agent and their amiibo trainer Nightmare for, I wish I could say a close game here, but kind of wasn't. All right, well, it's now a 6 amiibo war right now. And I'm curious to see what we're going to be thrown in next for MLL456. Yeah, looks like a new guy. I just don't know what character this one is, actually. Oh, okay. Interesting choice, and this will be an interesting matchup. Well, I don't expect this one to win. I don't know. I think he's got a shot. I mean, not a good shot, but a shot. We got Coraggio. About to battle it out with NM Agent. That is next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, Bang does nothing right there, but we do see a little side special. Trying to just get damage wherever he can is Coraggio, who is actually making an amiibo fight debut right now. That KO'd. I was not expecting that. And it is now 2-2. A little bit of unexpected offense leading to a tie game in the first minute of play. With 5:45 remaining, NM Agent goes to Uno. I don't know why he's scrolling through the menu when side special is out, but NM Agent. Yeah, he is gone. That got him. MLL, I think you got to raise your expectations a little bit on your amiibo, but Coraggio taking the victory. And, you know, it wasn't exactly a night and day victory. It was pretty close there, but Coraggio taking the victory over NM Agent. I don't want to say upset, but I don't think a lot of people had Coraggio winning that one. That F smash felt bullshit to me. Well, I mean, it is a hero amiibo. And if you've watched Splice Stream, Bull Crit is a real thing. But yeah, no, that wasn't even a critical F smash. So, you know, I kind of hear what you're saying. We're going to go ahead and bring in the last Nightmare amiibo, though. And I think I know which one it is. Just going to consult the list just to make sure. Okay, and, you know, it's a debut. We've not seen this guy here in amiibo fight before. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, Nightmare's last amiibo is a Ness amiibo. And it looks like his name is NM Umbral. It's a very interesting name there. But we're going to see the hero battle the Ness next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I still find it funny that MLL456 is kind of protesting his own victory there. Yeah, this is something you can usually expect from a Ness amiibo, is a shit ton of PK Thunder. Wow, and he even tried to claim that. Didn't work out. And NM Umbral gonna take a lead. Ooh, that was close. Well, more than a minute has passed. Coraggio finally finding his first KO, and we are tied at 2. Well, we've seen just a plethora of projectiles, and I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, sometimes projectiles can be fun, but too many of them just makes the match a little boring. And NM Umbral does get a KO there. I actually don't even know if that was a forward aerial or a neutral air. I don't know much about Ness. I'm a good person who doesn't train Ness amiibo. If you know, you know. 5 minutes remaining, though, and Coraggio down to his last stock. Wow, I'm a little surprised that didn't KO, but still good on that second to last stock is NM Umbral. And that is now 1-1. Oh, it's Uno to Uno, but I don't know, man. Yeah, that I know will KO, and it's over. Well, GG, and we will give our props to NM Umbral for the win. Let me actually go ahead and get that score right now, but yeah, as far as the stats go, it was a one-stock game, but so much damage on NM Umbral's side, to where now MLL456 is going to put the hero amiibo to rest. RIP Coraggio. And we're going to see our next amiibo pop in now. It's a good amiibo, actually, this next one, but I don't know if it's good enough to take out a whole freaking Ness amiibo. That's the issue. Well, next up, guys, we have MLL456's Mii Sword Fighter Hero Brian. Well, if he can lay in the thrust consistently, he could get this one. Well, Hero Brian is certainly no stranger to amiibo fight. Former Ultimate World Champion, actually, back when we had the Ultimate stream. I like this guy. Out of all the sword fighters, he's my favorite. Ooh. It looked a little questionable there for a second. Ah, hell, platforms. Yeah, that could put him at a bit of a disadvantage, as actually we see NM Umbral taking that first KO. And more than a minute has now passed. NM Umbral is still on that first stock, actually. Actually a little surprised Hero Brian struggling this much to get that first KO, but granted, again, this is Ness. Ness is not fun to fight. Where's a pit amiibo when you need one? And that's going to make it 3-1. Hero Brian. Not really going in with the thrust as much as I thought he was, but now we start to see him throwing it out a little bit more. Less than 5 minutes to go. NM Umbral going for more PK Thunder. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to hear this in your sleep tonight, so thank Nightmare when you get a shot. And that is a 3-stock win for NM Umbral. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually our first 3-stock win of the night. So GG, guys. We'll give our props to NM Umbral and their amiibo trainer Nightmare for the big win here. And really, the stage just kind of throwing off his mojo, but also the stats telling us the whole story of what had happened here. Alright, well, it is now 6-1. It's a 5 amiibo game. Very doable, I think, at this point for NM Umbral. It's really just going to depend on what MLL456 has waiting in the wings for him. And I think going to see what we're going with here next. This could really, I think, go either way, but I don't know, man. This next opponent's just a little bit slower. All right, next up, we have MC Hammer. About to battle it out with NM Umbral. That is next. Not yet MLL456, but soon. Very soon. And just a series of PK Thunders popping out. And that will be 3-2. NM Umbral has a little bit of damage, but not much. I know there is definitely a big weight difference between the two, but when MC Hammer is having a hard time just approaching, I don't think that weight difference is going to come into play as much as people think. But within the first minute of play, we now see NM Umbral a little overwhelmed here. And it's now 2-2. NM Umbral will take another KO with 5.5 minutes to go. This Ness amiibo looking super menacing in this fight against MC Hammer. Oh! That's one way to take him out. 1-1. And NM Umbral might be closing in on a victory here unless MC Hammer can avoid these PK Thunders. And that is it. It's over. Well, just want to go ahead and say GG, gentlemen. We'll give our props, though, to NM Umbral. Let's also give it up for their amiibo trainer, Nightmare, for the win. Well, it is now a 5 amiibo game. Can't help but feel that if both gentlemen didn't give up their list of amiibo, that this would have gone a little bit differently. But right now, we're just going to move in with the next amiibo. It could be It could be. Yeah, I think I might need a little help with this next one here, MLL. Who is Amazon? We only did it after both lists were already set in stone. I would imagine, yeah. I mean, how else would you would have done that? But yeah, seriously, what character is Amazon right now, MLL456? I need a little help with that. Not seeing them. Ah, I see. Yep, I got it. I got it. All right, well, Amazon about to go one-on-one with NM Umbral. That is next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Actually, I don't think I updated this. Hold on. Amazon trying to get the better of NM Umbral, but NM Umbral with the up smash will get the first KO. Oh, cool. More than a minute into the matchup here, we actually see NM Umbral kind of struggling to set up her offense. Offense. PK. What did he just do? What did he just do? Yeah, that could have been the space Amazon needed to start developing some offense here, but now we're going back to PK Thunders. Now 2-1. Amazon kind of cooking here. Just needs to make sure not to get cooked. And it's now 1-1. I'm not trying to go radio silent, but it's just so close right now. Oh, that got her. NM Umbral bringing in another victory. GG. And also, good job to Nightmare the Trainer. Alright, well, MLL456 is actually down to 3 amiibo, so it's a much closer matchup. Yes, fucking Ness. Whoever just developed the strategy to PK Thunder, the whole fucking thing, we hate you. Seriously, we hate you. Whoever discovered Ness's AI, fuck you. But let's go ahead and continue on, and you know, this actually could go MLL456's way. Liam is here to battle NM Umbral. That's next. Lucas is a pretty good amiibo. It's just Ness does still have that PK Thunder and PK Fire. Oh, but yeah, Lucas got the down smash, and also Lucas does have that up smash that covers a lot of fucking ground. I agree, Dovman. Critical health stats, though, already out for Liam. Former Ultimate Champion as well. And that is going to be 3-2. Nice use of the down special right there, actually. And that'll make it 2-2. Very close battle. With 5:40 remaining, it is 2-2, but we see the PK Thunders making a mighty comeback, and Liam is gonna suffer a fall. Yeah, I thought that was the case here, but we do see your guy up by Uno. I think I spoke too soon after that. And it is now 1-1. Crunch time for both these psychic children. Did he forget to mention PK Thunder? Because, you know, if he forgot, he does mean it. Oh, that's it! It's over! And that will wrap things up with this war. Just want to go ahead and say, good game, gentlemen. We will give our props here to Liam. And let's also give it up for MLL456 for the win in this round, as well as the war. So yes, I was saying. I don't think you really need to capitalize the was in that one, but okay. That nest terrifies me. I understand, but GG, guys. And we're going to go ahead and congratulate MLL456 for the win. Also want to go ahead and just thank Nightmare for making the war request, and also want to thank everybody for joining us and staying up a little late here with us on the YouTube side of things. Don't forget to go ahead and like the stream, and make sure to join us next Friday for our call out featuring Doveman's team. And also be on the lookout for the Conker's Bad Fur Day playthrough. That'll be dropping probably sometime this weekend. So on that note, just want to go ahead and say thank you again, guys. Good night, good luck, and God bless. Thank you for coming.